Hi friends, I already own 25 Aerogardens and a few other hydroponic systems like I do, Mars Hydro, Hotters, etc. and I am pretty happy with all these systems. However, I recently started looking into other hydroponic systems that are showing up at a very attractive price. Normally, I don't go for them even at a very cheaper price, but some of them are looking very interesting in terms of design and the performance is coming close to Aerogarden, especially when I am growing herbs and leafy green vegetables. With all that, I recently came across this MUFGA 12 pod hydroponic system at a very attractive price of $50. Let's unbox this and see how it looks like and what are all the things it came with. First thing is the manual. Nice packaging. Here it comes. Looks pretty nice and clean. This looks very similar to Hotters and I do 8 pod hydroponic system that I recently reviewed, except that it is 12 pod. Let's see what are all the accessories it came with. First thing is grow deck that supports 12 pods. Wow, this grow deck is super interesting. It has a nice irrigation setup built into the grow deck to pump the water to all the pods. This is similar to Aerogarden grow deck. That's very nice. Next up is the pod baskets. These are looking very similar to Aerogarden pod baskets. Here is another pack of pod baskets. Total 12 baskets. These are some support sticks, the power adapter, and the grow sponges. Good that the system comes with standard size sponges. I call this is standard size because Aerogarden and few other hydroponic systems follow the same size. I am seeing a lot of off-brand sponges that are compatible with these hydroponic systems and they are pretty cheap. Then the grow domes and a cap that goes on the grow deck. Next up is the nutrition. It comes with 2-part dry nutrients. We need to fill these bottles with water, dissolve the nutrients, and use them as needed. I am not a big fan of this nutrition. Nothing wrong with this, but I feel like it is a little tedious job. And this nutrition is always expensive. I use these systems mostly for herbs and leafy green vegetables, so I use MaxiGrow nutrients. I just found that MaxiGrow nutrients are economical and it is working well for me. Then some stickers and labels. I thought it comes with plant tags that we can stick here, but this system didn't come with plant tags. I only see these stickers. Either that's a missing piece or they don't include it. Finally, coming to the bowl. The light panel is connected to the bowl and it is detachable. This is really good. And it is an important design feature when we want to clean the bowl. Now comes a very interesting feature, which is how low and how high we can adjust the lights. The lowest it can go is literally 0. And we can extend it up to 18 inches. This is pretty good. We can manage most herbs and leafy green vegetables under 18 inches. Now the bowl. It is pretty clean except this little attachment in the center. I don't understand why they added this. Maybe for some stability. I always prefer a simple and plain design so that the cleaning will be very easy. Anyways, it can be detached, so it is not a big deal. Coming to the grow deck again, the pots are positioned on the sides, leaving some space in the center. This sounds like a little bad design as the pots are not evenly spaced, but I like it as there will be enough room for airflow. I will find this out as I grow different crops. Now let's get into some fun. I will add some water and test the pump. Alright, I filled the water and I connected the pump. Now I am going to turn it on. Nice, it's pumping the water with lots of force. Now I will turn it off and connect the grow deck. Alright, now I am going to turn it on again. Wow, look at this. The water is going to all the holes. Let me show it in close-up. Check this. The water is flowing through all holes. Now let's talk about the settings. It has 4 buttons: power, pump cycle, and 2 grow modes that are veggies and fruits. This is little confusing, but here is what I follow. I use vegetable mode for herbs and leafy greens. For fruiting plants like tomatoes, I will start with veg mode and switch to fruits mode once the plants started blooming. So far everything looks good. However, it has 2 issues. Number 1, the pods are loose and wiggle. I really hate this as plants may fall on one side. This is not terribly bad, but I wish this is designed a little better. Number 2, this grow deck has lots of holes. Basically 2 holes for each pod. These are meant for support sticks and plant tags. But practically these are the least useful. The light passes through these holes and create issues like algae. So I cover all these holes using some duct tape. Now let's see if Aerogarden pods are compatible. This is my Aerogarden pod. Wow, this is perfectly compatible. So the design is exactly same. The Aerogarden is also a little wiggly. I wish they made these holes little small so that it can fit and tighten up the pod very well. But as I said, this is not super terrible. Coming to the technical details, this system comes with 24 wattage full spectrum light. If it is practically true, then these lights are better than Aerogarden Harvest and pretty close to Harvest XL. I will figure that out as I grow different crops and benchmark it with Aerogarden. Overall, I am very impressed with the design aspects of it. Except the wiggly pods, I don't have any complaints on this system. Bigger bowl with 6.5 liter water capacity, height adjustable from 0 to 18 inches, water irrigation to all pods, standard pots and sponges that are compatible with Aerogarden, clean and a simple design. Everything looks near perfect. However, the design is not everything. I really care about the performance. So I am going to experiment it with different crops, and I will also benchmark it with Aerogarden and other hydroponic systems. So please subscribe to the channel and the notifications if you haven't already. For now, I am going to do a standalone testing. Normally I run the first experiment with radishes, but this time I chose fenugreek. I have 2 reasons for this. Number 1, we use a lot of fenugreek leaves in our cooking. It is very important to grow what you consume the most. Number 2, the fenugreek will be ready to harvest in 25 days. Alright, the garden is ready. Let's see how this will turn out. So please stay tuned. That is all for now. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.